All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Viviane Araujo! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Cynthia Calvillo!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here's the streaking flyweight contender, Viviane Araujo. And a lot of people feel like eventually, perhaps as soon as her next fight, Araujo will be challenging for the UFC Women's Flyweight title. First order of business, what is an appreciable grappling challenge here tonight. Araujo figures to have the advantage on the feet, and she was pretty confident midweek with us, DC, that she will, in fact, be able to keep this matchup on the feet. Oh, big shot straight up the middle, so she is not wasting any time. She gets the uppercut home against the BJJ fighter here in the right way.
She does a really good job of landing that uppercut, finding a spot and an opportunity to land. It lands right where she intended. Great start for this young lady.
There's that kick. Oh, hook to the head by Araujo.
Right to the single collar. She was able to close the distance, and now she's in her position.
Araujo gets lit up by that straight punch.
4 strikes to the head.
Well, it's not considered a power shot or even a significant strike, but that jab looked pretty significant to me.
When you land that jab like she does, it is a significant strike. To hell with what anybody else says.
To the body by Viviane Araujo. Well, she has been absolutely masterful in the stand-up department this evening, and everything is worked off of that jab. That has been one of the big weapons for her throughout her UFC career, and you see the numbers bottom of your screen as the jabs landed continue to pile up.
Oh, great level change there.
Goes upstairs for an elbow. With conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Calvillo's right back to the full mount here.
She is so dominant from the top position.
Araujo's back in full guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Calvillo's got the full mount. She's defending pretty well here, avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
Try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard. Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Still trying to get the submission here. Great submission defense as she gets out. All right, so that body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her, but now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now, and we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down the finish.
Oh, she's got her back.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Araujo's back into full guard. Oh, you heard the crowd pop after that grueling ground battle. The athletes make their way back to the feet.
The athletes are up, and they need to take in the admiration. The crowd is appreciating the high-level grappling exchanges that they just experienced.
Counter kick to the body there by Calvillo. she whiffs on the straight right hand.
Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly.
Effective use of the jab there by Araujo. Well, she keeps going back to that right hand. This one's not there for her. Final seconds. Araujo's forehead is bleeding now. Cut just opened up. Oh, big damaging knees here to the body. Entertaining scraps so far. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Araujo's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding. All right, well, she seems focused on the stool, but the cut man has his work cut out for him. Huge strikes causing that cut above the eye.
Some nasty strikes landed to cause that nasty cut over the top of her eye. She has been on the receiving end of some big shots, and ultimately she's paying for it because now she's dealing with the blood going into her eyes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. Calvillo gets crushed with that hook. Ooh, she lands again. Well, if you're watching her compete for the first time, you're wondering if the commentators know what they're talking about. We told you all about her ground game, her BJJ credentials, and yet not a single takedown attempt this week.
Not one attempt. You know, there you can tell me a lot of things in the build to a fight. Big double leg, double change.
Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Araujo's back in full guard now. All right, so a pretty interesting development here in terms of this fighter's evolution. Just as we saw in the last round, primarily a jiu-jitsu athlete, having a lot of success with her striking tonight.
Well, you can see it from the moment she came out the corner. She was confident. She told us she would not chase takedowns. She felt like she was even better in the striking, and to this point, she has proven exactly that.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Well, no surprise, she attempts another takedown here. Pretty good entry, but not good enough.
She knows that if she continues to throw attempts, right, keep throwing things at the wall, eventually something's going to stick, and she understands that it only takes one for her to really take control of this fight.
And she continues to effectively use the jab here, much like she did in the previous round. Until the opponent can stop it, you've got to go back to it.
Beautiful kick lands.
Araujo gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head?
All right, so different round, same narrative, and it's the wrestler's hands, not her takedown. She came here to box today.
Yes, she came here to box, John. She told us that we were going to be very surprised at how good she looked in the stand-up. And to this point, she has proven that. But I wonder how soon we can expect a level change for her to try to take her opponent down. Because ultimately, you always go back to what you do instinctively, and we know that's a wrestler. Nice pass. She's stepping over the mount here.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Calvillo's in half guard. All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter. Trying to prevent the half guard, I would assume.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submissions to get back to your feet. Full side control now.
Calvillo's back in full mount. Attempting a choke now. Oh, wow, she's got the arm triangle tight.
She's got it in tight. Fight IQ on full display. This young lady recognized the sub wasn't there, so she kept the dominant position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Calvillo. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hips, create some space, trip off to a side, re-slide in that half guard, so that now she's a little bit safer. Once you're in half, take your underhook, get back to your feet, or fully recover, full guard.
Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike landing.
And the blood is flying, her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
Oh, man, she's got great fighting instincts, right? Reverses position, and now she's in a position to potentially finish the fight.
Yeah, she did a great job recognizing that she was going to have to change something. Not only did she reverse the position, she finds herself in a very dominant position herself.
All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose, so that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. All right, so a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet, but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, there goes that big strike that lands that really does hurt her opponent. She could not find the follow-up shot, but eventually she will find that moment.
Third round underway. All right, so next round getting underway here, and if you look at these two women, you may think it's the start of the fight. Absolutely impressive where their cardio is at here as we hit this next round, and you wonder what it's going to take to tire these women out. At least if the first couple rounds are any indication, they look like they could go 25 hard minutes with ease. Just misses there with the left. Oh, shot to the bottom. Double leg takedown lands. All right, she's got her in a crucifix now. I would think a lot of options at her disposal offensively.
Yeah, she's got all the options. All she needs to do is be patient. Drop elbows, drop big punches. Just really start to lay into your opponent, but do it in a way that you don't lose all the work that you put in to gaining such a dominant position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Calvillo. Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Araujo gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. Well, not just a high-output fight to this point, but a high-accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Araujo's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Oh, connecting with a series of punches here. She has most definitely found her range. Heavy kick downstairs. 3 minutes to go in round 3. All right, late in the fight now, DC, the submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there.
You got to get going. It does not matter if you get reversed from the top. It does not matter if you get the guard pass. You got to just start throwing up submissions and hope by causing action.
Well, in the men's game or in the women's game, the execution on a double leg takedown doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
It does not get much better than what we just saw. Her confidence in finishing the shot is unmatched. Nice pass. Right to side control, yep.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, Beautiful jab. She has certainly found the range with that weapon, and I guess when you have a reach advantage like this, might as well use it. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Immediately gets the underhook.
Oh, my God.
Oh, judo toss. Made it look easy.
Nice transition.
In full guard now, DC, and I know when you're in this position, you're looking to pass the half guard pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to get the half guard so I can start to get up ground and pound. This is exactly what she needs to do. Not only does it get you to a position to get off ground and pound, it also takes a lot of the danger away from your opponent off of their back. Half guard is not nearly as dangerous as full guard, so get the half, land some ground and pound, get posture, and then continue to dominate on the ground.
Well, her grappling has been very strong thus far, and when she's putting it all together like this, takedowns, ground control, I'm not sure there's a woman in this division that can hang.
Not many people can hang with what she's trying to do. She's so good at controlling when she gets these takedowns, and that's on full display right now.
Calvillo's able to transition back to side control now.
And now she's in mount. Oh, nice headlock. That is tight.
She's still got it locked in.
She's like a dog on a bone. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Oh, she got out.
She did a good job of rotating, bridging back into her opponent, creating momentum, getting her chest flat to the mat, and defending that arm triangle. Another big takedown.
Stop.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Cynthia Calvillo.
All right, as many forecasted, it goes to the scorecards, and no surprise that it goes to the wrestler. And I would think for you, as a guy who twice represented the United States of America at the Olympic Games, that you enjoyed watching her put it all together with her wrestling tonight.
Yeah, it was great to watch. You know, she has a very strong skill set. She has a very strong base for wrestling, and it showed tonight that she caused a ton of problems for this jiu-jitsu fighter.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, smiling Alvey. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Darren, the Gorilla
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Well, whether you're a boxer or a mixed martial artist, you want to compete at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, and dating to 2016, a lot of the UFC's best have gotten that opportunity.
Absolutely, J.A. And when you grow up as a fighter, especially a heavyweight, it is your dream to headline MSG and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. I got that honor, and I can almost feel the ghost of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all those great fights those guys had at MSG. I felt as if on that night that I retained my championship, I became part of that fraternity. the greatest heavyweight fighters to ever step foot in Madison Square Garden. It was an honor and a pleasure, and it felt amazing to join that fraternity.
Till's kick to the body is blocked.
Fighting behind a nice jab.
All right, early round one action here, and somewhat surprising to see the boxer not check these leg kicks, right? He felt like it would be a factor in the fight, and the kickboxer is absolutely having his way early.
It's always one thing to say what you're going to do, but to implement those things, to be able to do it against that guy is very difficult. And to this point, he has not been able to pick up on the leg kick.
Alvey gets hit with a kick. And he blocks the shot there. Oh, misses with the jab.
Oh, nice elbow. Oh, back and forth we go.
Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by smiling Sam Alvey. Oh, another brutal jab. If you like boxing and you appreciate the sweet science, his jab is as good as it gets.
Yeah, he's the best pure boxer in MMA. He's one of those guys that if he needed to go into a boxing arena, he could still be competitive, and it all starts behind that beautiful jab.
Well, 25 total strikes have landed for Darren Till. Alvey's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Big shot to the head, and everything's landing with so much power.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Smiling Sam Alvey gets caught by the straight punch.
Way to sneak that elbow around the side of the guard.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the opening round. Front kick to the body by Alvey.
Good.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Beautifully timed and place kick there by smiling Sam Alvey. Great body kick there. Oh, now going to the body with that hook. Nicely done there by Till. Straight punch. Useful. Oh, Darren Till with style points there. Man, every time this guy lands, DC, you're hearing the oohs and the ahs from the crowd. Lead left by Alvey. Right on the button.
Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head. Oh, nice jab.
Till's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there.
He checked that last one.
Final seconds here. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts. Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Back and forth we go. Oh, no pad on the foot. That's a solid kick right there. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Alvey's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Nice uppercut on the inside there. Found a home for that punch. Looking to establish the jab here. Nicely done by Till. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back. All right, so the ref is going to step in here, yes, and call on the doctor to look at that nose job. Might need one after this fight.
He might, because his face looks so different. He's unrecognizable from yesterday. The blood has really become a problem for him.
All right, looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
Ready.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on his shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance, and as a fighter, that's all you can ask for.
And you know fans don't like doctor stoppages, so they will.
They start booing. And sometimes the guy's eye is hanging off the side of his head.
Till's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, solid kicks are landing. He has most certainly found the range on the feet. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, big diving punch lands up top. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, man, another strike gets through, and now things are critical. We got a lot of blood, folks. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. 90 seconds to go in round 2. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position.
Heavy kick downstairs.
Well, he was knocked down by his opponent earlier in the round, and I'm not sure he's mentally back in this fight.
Well, it's hard to build back from something like that. And as you watch, he's trying, but we don't know what type of dialogue is going on within himself right now in regards to him believing or not having much confidence in his approach to this fight.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
All right, so a good series of kicks by him there. He has mixed it up beautifully, I think, on the feet tonight.
He is kicking everywhere tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
Alvey's wobbly. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face. All right, that is it for that round. Alvey's corner is definitely got to be concerned about that nose right now. Perhaps it was a strike in that previous frame that broke the nose. Got to think in terms of the breathing. It's going to be very hard for him the rest of the way.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat. Both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10-plus minutes of fighting. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are gonna count. Alvey's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled, it is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Oh, big right hand, yes. So now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. Oh, both landed. He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Alvey's hurt again. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judge. All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight. Referee bringing him in to look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
Not sure if the nose is broken or just busted up, but blood is splattered everywhere. Yeah, that's going to do it. That's the end of the fight. So
that's
a
the right
disappointing
call.
conclusion, but the right call.
The right call, John.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Darren the Gorilla Till!
All right, so an incredible finish for the kickboxer over the boxer here tonight. Nice job by the matchmakers to put these two athletes together, but the more diverse striker ultimately gets it done.
More diverse. You know, when you look at specialists, you look at the boxer versus the kickboxer, you ask yourself, well, who has more weapons? This kickboxer showed he has more weapons, and he was not afraid to use them as he earned that great stoppage victory.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ovince Preux. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Marcin Tybura.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Right, so here's Poland's Marcin Tybura, not all that far removed from a 5-fight winning streak that he capped with a vicious knockout of Walt Harris. No denying the power, a little bit undersized at heavyweight, but oftentimes he will have the speed advantage. That should certainly be the case in this matchup here tonight. Tybura going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land.
Great defense on display there.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
All right, so there it is from the kickboxer. He told us he was going to go to that front kick early, and he did not miss with that one.
He didn't miss. He went to the front kick. Expect him to keep going here, because this is not only damaging, but it keeps him at the range at which that he wants to fight.
Push kick there to the body. Oh, how good is this? 1 minute into the fight, and we got a full-on brawl.
These guys said that they were going to point to the center of the octagon and they were going to fight. Did I believe them? No. So right now, I am so wrong. They are doing exactly what they said.
Yeah, shades of Max Holloway against Ricardo Lamas back in the day. Tybura going with the kick to the body. He's an outstanding kicker, but that attempt missed. Effective with the jab. Oh, the roundhouse kick lands.
Oh, nice.
Oh, another massive kick. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch.
Nice block. Punch went nowhere.
Midway through round 1. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Tybura. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Oh, strike lands cleanly there, champ. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range.
Oh, nice right hand.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. St. Preux's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And now some separation.
Now he's throwing that jab to the body. Oh, nice jab.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
Tybura's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Under a minute now to go.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, You got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. Tybura's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work.
He has no defense for it. Look at here.
All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, nice straight punch there by Tybura. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice jab by Marcin Tybura. Both fighters throwing heat now. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice level change.
Now he's going full mount. Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by St. Preux. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really affected with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
St. Preux loves that kick to the body. Former football player at the University of Tennessee. Oh, man, the hard hook lands again. He's had that weapon going all night.
It's one of his best strikes. He does a good job of turning on it, landing it, and getting back to distance and safety so that he doesn't have to take anything in return.
Throwing that jab, no good. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now it's starting to show.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle.
Oh, real good submission attempt now. That one looks tight. Looks like he might get the finish here.
This has to be it, John. It's got to be it.
That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Oh, another bruising shot right to the body. I wouldn't think you want to take too many more of those.
No, John, you got to defend. You got to address a tactic that has worked this many times, this early in a fight. You cannot allow it to continue to build, because once that momentum gets going, you will have no way of stopping it.
And I don't have a lot of muscle over there, so I don't think I could take too many of these if I was a
Well,
fighter.
you need that body like mine if you want to get hit down there. You can't be too skinny.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent.
I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere, and he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
St. Preux really taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? They might even call in the ringside physician. He is continuing to target that area.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Hook in the clinch there by St. Preux. Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back going. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. Knee on belly.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top.
Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by St. Preux.
Good round.
All right, there's the horn at the end of the round. He had him rocked there, wasn't able to finish, but a big round from St. Preux.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Tybura. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent.
Oh, nice. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
St. Preux's elbow blocked.
Here we go. Punches and punches. It's a combination. Three-punch combination.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. St. Preux blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by St. Preux. Down the street.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there. Oh, he's able to get out.
Well, good job. It looked like he was going to tap with his left hand, but instead, he bridged off to the right, then turned back into him to release some of the pressure on the Von Flue choke. Beautiful defense.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. He passed the half guard.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
You gotta move
Under 2 minutes now to go in our third round. Oh, good ground and pound here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. St. Preux in half guard. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
St. Preux' cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Clean punch right there.
Oh, separation of the clinch.
Lands a big elbow there.
Oh, nice.
Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight. Oh, brutal knee to the body. Nice defense there. Huge block.
Big right hand.
What a great fight. Damage doled out on both sides. Perhaps some bonus money coming the way of these two individuals at night 10.
50K, baby. Somebody's getting paid. These two guys are doing a great job in a fight that is so competitive, that is so evenly matched. These two really will be proud of the effort that they have shown inside the octagon tonight.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 29-28, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Ovince St. Preux.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. And the kickboxer wasn't point fighting tonight. He was going for it. Doesn't get the finish, but certainly a performance that he will look back upon fondly, I would think.
Yeah, he'll be happy. He'll be very happy about this because there were a lot of positives in regards to his takedown defense, his impact when he was throwing his strikes, his ability to fight where he needed to fight and do the things that he needed to do in order to get this victory. All decisions are not created equally, and this was a dominant decision victory.